Hey, welcome to Worship and Tribute Nerd, and this is a segment where we sit around and talk about dumb shit, and we call it My Shitty Friends. Was that good, Lee?
Dumb. I don't know if it's dumb. I feel like it's kind of insulting to everybody here.
What?
That's dumb shit. I feel like it's fairly interesting shit.
Well, I mean, to us, it's like the only thing we live for.
True.
Talking about dumb shit, nerdy shit,
True.
music.
Shitty assholes.
Shitty assholes.
Shitty friends.
Anyways, today we're going to be discussing Avengers Endgame. It comes out in theaters tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about some theories.
Excited. We've been watching. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
We've been watching Infinity War, first one, for kind of past 2 days.
Well, we watched Age of Ultron the other day too.
We did watch Age of Ultron,
Yeah, I've watched.
It's so
I've been
good.
through a lot of them. So
which I didn't realize how much Age of Ultron had. So many like
So many
teasers,
illusions, too.
in-game,
yeah,
like
all the illusion
Easter eggs,
scenes.
all the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
It's like you see Cap's shield broken and he's dead.
Yep.
You see
Right.
the Infinity Stones with the gauntlet cloud
That was
around
the one
it.
that I missed.
That was
Jay
crazy.
like, stop. Rewind it.
Nice.
It's fucking, yeah.
Yeah,
really cool.
it's very. It's actually really weird.
Tony even says in game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I noticed that too. It was fucking
Right.
blowing my mind.
Good fucking job, guys. That movie didn't get like that much. I mean, it was,
When honestly, I feel like it was like a really critical time for like. It was like, oh, is this one gonna be good? Everybody was like, maybe, maybe not.
Well, they topped
Yeah.
the first one.
Right, and then it was like it was a good movie, but like at the time, I even had like I was like, well, it had like pacing issues, whatever.
yeah.
But watching it the other day, I was like, this movie's fucking
good.
awesome.
It's fucking
Yeah.
good. Like,
Yeah.
Really
wow.
good.
I mean, the Quicksilver death, that's the only bullshit.
Oh, how
moment
did he
of the
die?
whole
I
movie.
forgot completely.
He got shot by bullets.
Yeah, that were
Alright.
faster
He, like-
than him.
he went and saved a kid whenever
Hawkeye was trying to save
Yeah.
somebody, and he saved Hawkeye. and the
whenever they
kid
were about to
and
drop
sacrificed
Mm.
himself.
what
fucking
Sokovia.
When
Yeah.
Sokovia was about to drop.
And just normal old bullets.
Yeah, and he was like, and then this dude was like, ka 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 ka, and then he's just like, I'm dead now.
So you didn't see that coming?
Yeah.
That sucks. We just didn't have another contract for the next movie or something.
Actually, I think he was signed on for like a few movies
Why the fuck would they kill him? He was awesome.
well, it's funny that there's been a few actors that were contracted for a few movies, but then they were only in one. But then they were like in Marvel, they put them on the back burner just in case they want to like
Mm.
fuck with you.
Well, and then they did Days of Future Past, or it wasn't
No,
Days of
that's-
Future Past. What
that's
was
It's
it?
X-Men.
Fox.
Oh, my bad.
God, don't even.
Well, wasn't Quicksilver in that?
Yeah, he was. That
Yeah.
was the X-Men version of.
I mean, that was
Quicksilver.
cool. He was cool
Yeah,
in
he
that.
was cool.
But
He was cool.
Oh,
He was
fair enough.
overpowered in
Fair
that
enough.
though. So
Yeah.
definitely overpowered.
In that one.
And then they were like, "Hey, since Quicksilver's cool, let's do that running fast thing in every movie from now on."
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's a whole nother bag
know,
of beans,
I know,
bag
my
of
bad.
worms.
Bad.
But anyways, back to Avengers Lee. I guess we should
The
introduce.
podcasts are all about tangents, man.
Hey, anyways, these are these are my asshole friends.
Hey,
Say your names.
Hey.
hey, I'm Jabe.
I'm Lee.
And you know me, I'm Mike. I'm
That's
just
Mike.
kidding. Nobody knows me yet. Come on, I had one video.
Nope. I'm just not gonna say.
Even people that know me don't really know me. They don't know I,
I mean,
have
we
a
basically
secret.
both know you pretty.
I know,
pretty
but some
full
people
on.
don't know I have a secret action figure collection, watching me and protecting
Is it
me.
secret? It's in your room
Yeah, it was
displayed.
in your last video.
Well, I
on the
mean-
yeah,
wall.
it's like you could see it in the.
I mean, some people I work with probably don't know that.
You-
They're just like, Grumpy Mike has a Grumpy Mike has a fucking action figure collection. Anyways,
I still haven't found a way to set up action figures that don't look like I, never get laid.
40-year-old virgin style.
you just
Yeah.
well, you have to put them in sex poses. That really-
I think that's opposite of what.
nah, it draws
You're
them
definitely
in. Man.
not gonna get
Draws
laid
them
because
in.
of that.
They're like, oh, they get jealous.
It draws them in.
Chicks are like,
It's
oh, why are
they're
the action
fucking
figures
weren't-
getting fucked and not
Can we
me?
try that position?
You got your blue hair and a.
Can you fuck like Wolverine up there? Anyways, we're talking about theories today. me and my friends are playing the Endgame bingo, but we're
I'm
we're
writing it
making
as
up
we
our
go,
own,
honestly.
right, guys?
Right
Yeah.
this second.
Made a little inspiration from the internet.
Right. It's just because you guys have real jobs and
Yeah.
you work a lot. So.
Also a procrastinator.
Yeah.
But this week, except for Saturday, literally had no time.
Well, it's coming tomorrow. So you want to talk about some of these theories and if you think they're going to happen?
Yeah, let's just throw a theory out there, see what's going on.
Well, obviously, everybody assumes we're traveling through time, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean? It assumes we are traveling through time? Or
Right.
there's
Time travel issues, or it's going to happen.
Well, that's what everybody
Yeah.
we don't know,
Explain
but
that more. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite following what you're saying.
okay. So the snap happened. Half of life is gone,
Sure.
and Ant-Man is in the quantum realm where they
Mhm.
hinted at time portals.
Okay.
So, from what I gather from the trailers, the 2 minutes of trailer footage that we've gotten is the movie starts and they're like, man, we got our asses kicked and everybody's dead.
Tony's really hungry.
And then, well, I don't know. This is really vague, but then they're like, let's go fight Thanos. And then whatever happens, he either dies or kicks their ass real bad or something.
Yeah.
Anyways, so they're like, yeah, we need to do something to reverse this whole situation. So Ant-Man was in the quantum realm the last we saw him. So
Mhm.
maybe when he comes out, he realizes he's in a different point in time.
Yeah.
And they could use that to their advantage. So that's
True.
that's the vaguest.
It's not bad.
That's how
yeah.
the plot is pushing us to believe. You know what I mean?
But
Right.
can Thanos with the glove, because like in Infinity War, Doctor Strange was searching through different things that happen and everything like that. So
The futures.
Right.
it's the different futures,
Future
but was it
timelines.
just futures that he was talking? Timelines in general. It doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily have to be
Right.
the future.
Future
He could have been
timelines.
looking backwards if somebody went back in time and then came forward. Can Thanos see that same thing once he got the stones?
The time
I guess
stone,
if you
sure,
don't know what
right?
you're looking for, you don't see.
But
it.
yeah, maybe he doesn't know the spells or how to use it.
Well,
like
that isn't that the whole
could be a
point of
possibility, right?
having all the whole point I think of having all the stones is you are able to use all of them freely and whatever at your will.
Right.
That's
true.
So that's what I was
Surely
talking
there's
about.
a
I was
learning
talking
curve,
about
though.
Yeah, I would say so
in the,
too. I
in
mean,
the, in the comics, whenever he first gets the gauntlet and everything, all the stones, he can't. That's their best chance to fight him right off the beginning because it's daunting because you have all this knowledge and information and everything.
He's overwhelmed.
right.
You're overwhelmed.
Well, I mean, we
Maybe
got
that's what the
we
Mind
already got
Stone
an
does.
example of that though.
Is
I
that what the
mean,
Mind Stone does though? Does that tie them together in a way? It makes you to where you can just
With the snap, the
naturally-
gauntlet's all messed up at the end. You can see that, right?
Right.
But
So
it's not. It's just. I think it's just depleted. Because I was talking to Ryan about this earlier today, and he's like, "Oh no, it's broken." I was like, "No. I think it's just depleted because he used an insane amount of power."
Right.
And it wasn't the stones weren't hurt. It was just the
Just
gauntlet.
Right.
So since it was a physical thing, the stones
Yeah.
are fine.
Like he blew a fuse or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like just like tread wear off on a tire.
Yeah. Also, but at the end of Infinity War, Fury pages Captain Marvel.
Right.
Nobody uses pagers nowadays. Only ladies. So it's time travel, dude.
Tangents.
No, it's time travel for
Tangents
sure.
in the same category. I like it.
Time travel without even
See, but could
Being
he,
in the
could he
physical
see the possibility of Ant-Man doing that? And if he
Right.
did do that, would he know that he's doing that? Unless
Well,
he
that's-
specifically
yeah.
looked for it.
I mean, that's what we're gonna have to see. But I mean,
And there's time paradox.
in the
all that
trailer,
stuff.
he's walking around looking at all these pictures hanging up of everyone missing because of the snap. So then
Ant-Man is?
Yeah,
I don't think I've actually seen that trailer.
yeah. There's a couple different trailers.
Can we legally play it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can do it. If
Play
my
it and I'll throw it
computer
on the
will
screen.
handle it.
I think it's trailer 2, maybe.
I remember seeing him in there, but I don't remember him. He saw posters of.
So there's a quick
Missing
scene.
people?
There's a quick scene of Ant-Man, and he's looks lost, and he's looking around. He's standing outside on the
Excuse
street, and there's a pole with
Oh, right.
all the missing.
He pulls up to a gate or whatever. in
Oh
his
yeah,
car.
and then there's one that too. He pulls up to a gate, and it's like Avengers facility, and he's like, "Hey, it's me. Remember Ant-Man?" And then Cap's like, is that from now? Like, is that happening right now? And then it pretty much ends. So it's like, is it happening now?
What's the timeline on that,
Right.
right?
Interesting. No, well, a lot of times with these movies, I don't want to watch the previews at all. I want to go in
Right.
completely
That's a good
blind.
way.
I don't want to have any kind of presumptions about it, anything.
Right. That's a good way to go about it, but I'm just so hyped.
Yeah.
But my friend RJ, it's funny because, okay, so apparently the other day, like, somebody at one of the first in-house Marvel premieres, like, somebody, like, filmed a bunch of shit and then, like, threw it up online. And then someone on Reddit maybe spread it around, like, as GIFs and stuff. So it was like,
What do you mean he threw up a bunch of just like?
yeah, like,
Spoilers and
sections of the
sections.
movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so there's been a lot of people seeing, just, like, randomly scrolling through stuff and then seeing, like, big spoilers. And it's, like, pissing people off.
That's also a thing.
But anyways,
I might not be able to look at Reddit tomorrow.
see, I was like, yeah.
Well, there's jokes on Reddit about moderators. They're like, yes, moderators, take care of us, please.
Yeah. But I was like, I'm trying not to look at him, trying not to. And then my friend RJ at work was like, I did it, man. I did it.
What are you doing?
I was like, why? Why'd you ruin it for
What are
yourself?
you
And he's like,
doing?
I just can't. I just can't turn away.
It's like
I was like,
for Christmas.
Curiosity killed the cat.
I was like,
dude.
heroin's a curious thing, too. I did it, man. I did a bunch of heroin. I definitely would be so upset if, like, some of the biggest points were just like, I already know.
He's scrolling through.
There's still a
see it.
movie. There's a movie called Along Came a Spider that my mom or my sister. I think I was like 15 or some shit.
with
and I
Morgan
was-
Freeman, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was gonna watch it, and I was like, it looks pretty good. All right. Fucking sister told me then. I was like, you stupid bitch. Never watched it. Never watched it. I can't. I still remember everything about it. even
Dude,
though
my
I
worst
fucking-
spoiler was Matrix 3, and I was still in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
And I
luckily
saw the
for you,
next
that
day,
ending sucked.
And well, still, it's still cool.
Still
but,
sucks though. After that, a culmination of everything.
It's still pretty
Lee,
cool.
He's
It's all right.
opinionated.
If you think about
But,
it.
dude,
Okay,
anyways,
you're right,
in
yeah.
any event, some dude just wore a white plain T-shirt and just wrote on it in Sharpie, "Neo dies."
That's fucked up. That is
The next
fucked
day it came
up.
out. Yeah, I was so mad because I
Well,
love the first two.
That deserves just a solid ass
Yeah,
kicking.
seriously.
I know, right? That's fucking stupid. But, I don't know.
Tangents.
You want to move on to another?
Oh yeah,
film?
okay. I just wrote this one down. I'm gonna go on with Ant-Man goes inside Thanos.
I mean, that is a hot topic.
Yeah, that is a
That is a hot
pretty.
topic.
Which
Yeah,
hole
that was-
is debatable?
What like goes inside of him though? That is like.
No, I read it. There's a thing
Okay,
on.
how?
There's a thing on
Okay,
fucking
it's a
on
little
Reddit.
Do you
vague,
say that to girls?
But yeah. Hey, I want to go inside you later.
If I go up inside you later.
Say, girl.
No, there's a whole
Coffee
thing on
and go
Reddit.
inside you.
When that first that came, I don't know if it was on Reddit or who thought of the theory first or whatever, just as a joke. But it was like, oh, he goes up his ass and then he expands. Like,
Right.
Okay. And then like a bunch of jokes and stuff like that. And then one was just said it was like Twitter or something. And he goes, obviously you jump in his nose or his ear canal.
Yeah.
You guys are just gay.
Because you got to go for the head.
Like,
He says you should have gone for the head.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, why would
See?
you go through the ass?
Right.
'Cause it's funny.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, then
pretty funny.
again, Ant-Man's pretty funny, so you might do it just as a joke.
Well, I would be afraid to. Like, what if you expanded?
I
And
mean, it is the most
and
powerful ass in the universe.
His, right, and his butt just crushed
kept you in.
Yeah.
Just kept you in.
You're just trapped inside Thanos.
Right.
He's just clenched the whole rest of the movie.
He's got a butt stone, right? He's got the butt stone.
Should have gone for the head.
That's just called a butt plug, Mike.
They decorate him up like Infinity Stones, though. Now I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
You know,
I don't
there's
know anything about
Infinity
that.
I bet. If we had our phones, we could Google it, but
Yeah,
we're
right.
using them to film.
Yeah. Only we had GoPros.
Yeah, too bad our GoPros all
There's
ran out of
like
battery.
6 of them, and they don't work. Come on, GoPro, sponsor this.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw me some
Chargers?
Yeah, we like, bigger
Uh,
batteries.
Yeah. I want so many GoPros. When one dies, I throw it away.
I like how you just we're just
Disposable GoPro.
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
just automatically blaming the company that makes millions of dollars, even though we probably just didn't charge it.
Right.
No.
I mean, come on. It should stay charged for a long time.
Okay, I got one theory. everyone
Literally wrote one down.
Literally one. I have nothing else. That's all I got. About 5 minutes ago, I wrote this.
Right.
Everyone that got snapped is in the Soul Stone. Is stuck in the Soul Stone,
Yeah.
same as Gamora.
That's a pretty interesting theory.
Oh.
Same as Gamora. That way, Gamora could come back, and everybody else
Right,
can come back.
because that's how he got the Soul Stone, right?
Yeah, he gave soul for
Threw-
a soul.
When he threw her off the cliff.
So maybe.
So
You know, Thanos should have just gave them James Brown. You know what I mean? Soul for soul. You know what I'm saying?
it's a man's world.
Come on. Get up!
You see
Get
that,
up, Gamora!
that interview where he's on TV and he's like drunk and he's like doing this newscast and he's like wasted James Brown.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
He's like, it's a man's world. And he's like talking to this woman news reporter. She's like, yeah, you've already said that 3 times.
I'm just singing a song.
There's so much cocaine.
All right. So I have a pretty interesting one, and it's it's kind of like, anyways, it happens in the comic, in the Infinity Gauntlet comic. Nebula gets the gauntlet, and then she restores her own body back to normal, and then she starts to like.
I feel like that's pretty solid because in the comic she does, but then she has been like a solid part of the movie, even though I think she's a weak character.
She's
a
I mean,
very
they
weak character in
haven't
general,
built her.
but they keep her going. She's in every
Yeah,
single one.
right.
She's
Yep,
always doing
still there at
something.
the end.
Like that, they got to keep with that because that's one of the big things that happens is the comic books is Nebula gets the
Right.
gauntlet and she brings herself back.
So
and then she,
I would like to see that. And and
it's
like
gotta happen. It's
with
gotta
with
happen.
the design, the way that you design her character and stuff, it'd be interesting to see what she would look like with all of her body parts and
Yeah,
stuff.
take it,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Well, and that makes sense too because she's had a progression of at first, she fucking hated Gamora. She wanted everybody to die. She's been against everybody, and then she's slowly starting to become essentially, I don't want to say one of the Avengers or one of the Guardians, but she
like,
started to gain like love and stuff, and she like she saved Gamora. I can't remember, it was Guardians 2. I think she
Right,
saved him, and
yeah,
then she's
yeah.
helped out. So I think that might be a thing. I think you're
That'd be
probably
awesome.
right about that. I think you really are.
Right now,
actually, I'll be upset if it don't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I would like to see her,
Yeah.
give Thanos a little bit of his own medicine.
Mhm.
It'd be pretty awesome. What else you got?
We didn't elaborate on the Soul Stone thing.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
well, I don't. It was probably your fault.
I'm not rewinding it.
Anyways, well, what do you want to say about it?
I don't know. I mean, that's really about it, honestly. We probably
Yeah,
stuck
I think
through
we
that
did
one.
because
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, that's a good theory. I don't know I don't know how to elaborate on
Yeah.
it.
Fair enough. Moving along.
Okay.
Jake, you got anything?
What else? Oh, Scott Lang does magic.
Right.
Yeah.
Scott Lang does magic. That's
Yeah.
an interesting theory.
Okay.
As
that's
Ant-Man?
just a thing to
As
put down.
Ant-Man or
Yeah.
just...
Well, there's
Oof,
no
he's sick
Doctor
if he-
Strange anymore,
Yeah.
so somebody has to do magic.
Oh, yeah.
What if he did magic to Doctor Strange? Tries to do a card trick to him.
Whoa. You're blowing my mind right now. In Infinity War, when we had Robert Downey and Cumberbatch in the same scene. Cumberbatch.
With a B?
Is it Cumberbatch?
Yeah.
Cumberbatch,
Batch.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm a cumber bitch.
Oh, are you?
Oh.
What's up?
Throw it up.
Fucking love him. I love him. He's
Anyways,
if you look from afar, he's ugly.
I thought it was
He's an
Cabbage
ugly,
Patch.
ugly
You
man.
sure?
Maybe.
he looks like the alien dude from Futurama.
But he's like hot. I don't get it. You're like, I know you're an ugly person, but I'm attracted to you. I'm not even gay. but
anyways, we had
I'd probably have sex with
we had them two in the same scene, right?
him.
I wanted one of them to be like
Wait, Cumberbatch and who?
Robert Downey.
Okay.
I wanted one of them to be like, it's elementary. It's elementary,
They
my
were
dear.
both Sherlock
'Cause
Holmes.
they
yeah,
were both
they were both
Sherlock Holmes.
That would have been good.
That would have been good. They missed the
Oh.
they missed the
I
opportunity.
feel like there's some licensing stuff with that.
Maybe they were just riffing. You could have just told
Yeah.
them to riff.
I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works.
That's how lawsuits
I don't
happen.
know. You've literally
They're
made
just
movies,
riffing,
Mike.
Judge.
We're just riffing, Judge. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we could talk about the video I just did.
Oh, we didn't actually
Holla.
watch it all.
Oh, I guess.
I mean,
Wow.
we did.
You guys are dicks.
What-
Anyways, no,
what was
no,
that
no.
part that was my favorite?
Anyways, listen. So, Cap sacrifices himself. I think that's gonna happen because in
trade lives.
yeah, we don't trade lives. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody's
Fuck,
dead.
We have to.
It's like, hey, Cap, where'd that mentality get us? Half of the
yeah.
universe
Yeah.
dead.
Destroyed.
So I'm sure now he's gonna be like, I'll go in, put me in, coach. I'll die for this shit.
Yeah.
He's
been,
tired
How many
anyway.
years has he been alive? Yeah.
Been tired.
I also heard a theory that, like, if he does give, his life as a sacrifice, then he somehow ends up never getting frozen in ice and never getting the super serum, and then he just lives a normal life.
How does that make sense?
I mean, if there's time travel involved,
But with the time travel, who's going to reset it that far?
I don't know.
And why would you?
Lee,
Well,
these are all theories, man.
And I'm asking questions about the theories. The whole point of fucking Bible.
I mean, that's just one I heard. I don't know any info on that one, actually. But
I guess if you because when did Thanos first start getting the stones? When did he get the first stone? He got the Power Stone first, right? And he got it from Asgardians?
no, Xandar.
Xandar.
Yeah.
And then So, but that was right before the whole Ragnarok.
But I mean,
maybe during.
it's comic book stuff, dude. Like, what if they go to
Well, I'm just curious.
Vormir, and then they're like, well, and then Robert Downey's like, I'm here to sacrifice myself, and then Cap's like, no, I'm doing it, bitch. I don't know why he sounds like Keanu. No.
Why would they go to Vormir?
To get the Soul Stone.
The Soul Stone is already in a place.
Not if they're time traveling.
Oh, you're talking about going back before, and then get the Soul
And then
Stone,
what if, like, say how Red Skull was there, or there's like someone else there,
It
and
still doesn't make sense of why he would not be captain.
because in the visions they had in Age of Ultron, he was like having visions of being back with Peggy, and they were still living at the end of the war or whatever.
What, I thought he was only doing that because of Scarlet Witch.
Right. Well, I mean, they
in
insinuate
his
that
mind.
things, because Tony's vision is them in space underneath Thanos' throne, and everyone was
right,
dead.
but because that's his worst
All the
fear.
original Avengers, right?
Oh,
That's
right.
his worst fear, because she
But,
was
I
putting
mean,
fears into their heads.
Hey, you got to take it all with a grain of salt anyway.
True. True.
The point is to argue about, talk about it.
You're mean.
I'm just saying, fuck that theory, all right?
Okay, well, I don't agree with the theory either.
Good.
So good.
Then great.
Good.
Cool.
Good. What if Vision has a vision?
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Dr-
sorry.
Drunk Unk?
Of the
Not
future.
yet, he's almost there. That's drunk dad. Oh, no, he's drunk uncle now. I forgot.
Yeah,
That's
drunk
right.
uncle.
He's not
Yeah.
dad anymore. He graduated.
Right.
Um,
Or not really graduated.
well,
demoted.
is Vision going to come back?
Dropped out.
Dropped out. dude.
Dropped out of being your dad?
I abandoned my
Actually,
family,
he's done.
dude.
Now you just come around with
Abandoned
beers.
my boy.
Anyways, we were
Oh.
making jokes about Jay being dad, but because he used to just do dad jokes and take care of all of us because he had a really awesome job. But lately,
Now I
he's
work
been
with Lee.
saving his money, and saving his
Yeah,
money.
being cheap.
Yeah, so he's drunk unk now, not dad. Anyways,
Is Vision going to go gray vision or whatever they call him?
spectral vision,
Spectral vision.
the white version.
Because he's not just going to get out. Like, he's not just going to die. I don't think. I think he's gonna come back and still fight. I think.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay, that's one of my.
Because they're not going
That's
to
one of my
be
theories
like,
too.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because like they were trying to pull the stone out of his head. What if there is like some sort of piece of vision that was like uploaded and it's still
Well, that's what they talked about whenever they were
Yeah.
trying to take the stone out. They were like, oh, I think it was Bruce
Yeah, we can
Banner.
remove it.
Bruce
and then
Banner was like,
Vision will still be alive
He's
without
part
the
of
stone.
Tony. He's part of me. He's
Right.
part of Jarvis. He's
Yeah.
and he's his own thing. The stone is just like gives
Right.
him his power and maybe just kind of created all that stuff.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah,
I like that.
because he would look sick as fuck. Just
Yeah.
with that color.
I've always liked that
Yeah, it's so
costume
cool.
or whatever.
So cool.
Because him and Wanda still have to like hook up.
Yeah, right?
Right.
I think
Come
they were though, weren't they?
I
they
mean,
were, like living
like
together.
they end up having kids in the comics, so it's
They were
like
definitely banging. I mean, that was
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole thing. They were
Definitely.
like shirtless in the
I
Infinity
thought
War.
that's what he was saying that he was.
Well, I
gonna
mean, I
hope
meant
with him.
like
Get
hook-
married.
get married
Oh,
and
okay.
shit. Like
Okay.
keep going with their
Yeah.
relationship.
Now, I wonder how big his dick is.
I mean, I
like-
thought about his dick
like,
for a
what did
second, but
they-
I didn't bring it up, Lee.
What did they? But what did they model his dick
This
after?
guy.
You know, like it was Tony's like idea to he's trying to make.
What do you
oh,
mean?
no, no, it
Like,
wasn't
is he
Tony's.
circumcised?
That's
What do they
also a
model
good
it
question.
after?
That's also a good question.
Yeah.
Is it a Hulk cock?
Yeah, exactly. You know, like well, if you had the option to build your own cock, what would you do? What would you do? Like, it's a legitimate question.
Maybe he
Unbelievable.
Googled perfect cock.
He could just do it in his head. He could just.
Yeah, I
Oh.
mean, he's a genius.
True. Awesome.
All right, so another one is someone yells Avengers Assemble. I think it'll be Cap.
Because he almost says it. What is it at the end of the first Avengers, right?
At the end of Age of
Or-
Ultron, I
Oh,
think.
Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
right.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because it ends with him and he says Avengers, and then it cuts out.
He's like,
Yeah.
I don't remember finishing that the other day.
They get to leave,
Oh yeah,
but
makes sense. You get some of it. No, you know what? No, never mind. Oh, wait a minute.
all right.
What else do I have? I don't have anything.
I mean, there's
hmm.
Tony. Okay, so we're talking about, time travel.
Is Pepper going to divorce Tony?
Well, he's not married yet.
Pre-divorce. Pre-wedding divorce.
Leave him.
I mean, if he's
But
gone.
she was gone already. And what did they, which one were they having problems in? Oh, it was Civil War when she wasn't around, right?
It was Age of Ultron, I think. She was around at the end of Civil War for the Spider-Man thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But he's like, we're taking a break or whatever, and that was Age of Ultron, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, they hint at like Pepper being pregnant. They
Yeah.
hint at them getting
Because he said he had a
married.
vision of her being pregnant, right, or a
Having a
dream.
liar.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
that could be-
with, with their fate, like what's gonna happen with that?
Yeah.
What do you think, Lee?
What do I think?
You think they're gonna get married, or you think there's not gonna be anyone to get married?
I don't know. We don't know if Pepper, went with a snap or not, right? Do
No,
we know?
she's alive, right?
Do we know that for sure?
Ooh.
Did she?
I don't know
did
if
they
they ever
show?
showed
I don't
her
think. I don't remember
after.
showing her.
Shit.
Because the last
That's
time I remember
interesting.
anything about her was.
Oh
she
no!
was
Well,
cutting out.
we've seen her in the Avengers trailer, the Endgame trailer. She's in it.
Is she?
Well, it could be fake though. That's a
Right,
pretty
because
good.
that's what they said.
Yeah.
Everything they've just been lying in the trailers about.
Yeah.
I hope
everything.
so. I hope they just fucking just. Put
Yeah.
a bunch
Well, I
of
mean, they did it with Hulk in Infinity War. He wasn't even in that little
The Wakanda
Wakanda
scene.
scene. Yeah. He wouldn't come out. He
Yeah.
said, no.
So like everybody was like, man, I can't wait to that moment where like all the Avengers and Hulk are like in Wakanda running at the screen, like and
Yeah.
kick some ass.
Mhm.
Never happened.
Nope. It's
the
Hulk
Wakanda
Buster.
battle was a
Hulkbuster.
little. I was disappointed in the Wakanda
There's
battle.
there's some holes, plot holes.
I mean, it's a big
Come
battle.
on,
But,
where's your
yeah,
fucking rhinos
hard-
and your ships
yeah.
and you
It's
know,
hard
you
to
got
do
more
a big-ass
defenses than that.
battle.
Come on, guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
Without
It's
being
okay, I
and
get
making
it,
it
I
fair,
get it.
at least believable.
I get it.
I mean,
Come
when you
on.
look at it in a comic book, it's like, you know,
But
Oh,
you,
look
you
at all
coulda just
that.
had you could have just had all that same shit and done the exact same stuff.
Like all those ships and rhinos in Wakanda
coulda
is
just
what we
had
were
that.
talking about.
They just
yeah.
didn't want to pay for the rhinos.
But they didn't.
oh, that's a
They're
valid point. They
endangered
should
now,
have
dude.
the
They didn't
damn
wanna do it.
rhinos
They
in
didn't
there.
want to have. Yeah, they should have the rhinos at least.
Yeah.
That was a huge part of Black Panther.
Come on, Marvel.
Yeah. All of a sudden they're just like, oh, rhinos are tired. Let them just chill. We're good.
Oh, I think. Well, so what about the theory that all the original Avengers are going to be dead and the other guys live? that.
So that's like pretty. I mean, they all can't die though. That's the thing is, like, it can't be all of them.
Well, I
all
mean,
of 'em.
you know, Cap's gonna die. You know,
I
Tony's
mean,
gonna die.
but the thing is, we thought that in the last one.
Yeah. We thought Tony and Cap were going to die. Those are at least those two.
But
Right.
but they're like, I mean, just like, not statistically, but like, well, with how the movies go and stuff like that, it's just like they're probably because they're in the comics there's new Captain Americas, there's new Iron Man and stuff like that.
Right.
Right.
I think that they're
okay,
both
what
gonna
about
die.
the actor
I think they're both
they
gonna
kill
die.
them off?
I'm gonna say Tony and
Specifically
okay, there's
those
one of my
actors.
bingo.
But then what movies are coming up next? We got
Well,
Doctor Strange.
of the original
Right.
crew, we have a Black Widow movie,
Okay.
and then there was just now reports of Taika Waititi and Chris Hemsworth talking about Thor 4, but that's not official. It was just an interview.
That would be sweet because I
That
know
would be
everybody
sweet,
hates
'cause
Thor
he was
2,
so-
but I loved all of them.
Yeah,
I loved all
Ragnarok
of
was
them.
so
I liked
sick.
all of them just
Ragnarok
fine,
was the
but-
best, but
Ragnarok
I loved
was
all
the
of them.
best.
I didn't care. I don't know what it is.
And you know that's the funny part about the whole scenario is like I heard a lot of people giving Captain Marvel hate. They were like, "Oh, Captain Marvel is like slow and boring," blah. And it's like,
It's an origin story.
yeah, compare her
Right.
story to like the first Thor. Compare her.
I hated the first Captain America.
Compare
The
her.
Captain,
Yeah.
first
Hated
Captain
it.
America
First Captain
was real
America.
slow.
I fucking hated it. I loved that it
I
was an origin
honestly,
story.
I
and
still
that-
like him though. I still like.
Of
both
course, I
those
love
movies.
him.
Yeah.
I love it, but it's just like as
It's
far as
the
I'm just like
strong.
Compared to all the
it's not the
rest.
strong one.
Right.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
Like from Winter Soldier on, it was like,
Awesome.
yeah.
Real awesome.
So,
I got a
else
stopped up
we got?
nose, and I feel like all you can hear you is just go.
hey, how long we been on?
1067 and 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how to read this. Gotcha.
All right.
Sweet.
I don't know, something like 45 minutes, 30 minutes.
Okay, so we know there's going to be another
I'm just
Black Widow
spitballing.
movie, and then
Right.
who else? Who else from the original? Is that she the only one?
That's the only one. Wait, so
And
they
it's Scarlet Joe.
they're
for sure?
yeah
All right,
they're also doing new Marvel
Yeah.
shows, right? So
Right.
and apparently they're gonna spend the same budget as they would a movie on one of the shows, and they have like a bunch of those happening. But they were saying that's also it could be separate stories away from it could be like past stories of them, or it could be
Well, they'd have to do
Right.
a Black Widow past story.
right.
You'd have to.
Right. Anyways, so of those, Hawkeye's the only one that's getting a show from the original 6
And you know, and
Oh,
what
really?
is it? Why do we love Hawkeye so much?
because
I love him. I don't
Yeah.
know why. But I
because he's just
fucking
a
love him.
normal dude and he's still a badass.
Right, but that's ridiculous in this scenario.
Right. It is.
Same with Black Widow.
Yeah,
It's,
same as Black Widow. No
yeah.
special abilities.
No.
But then same for Tony Stark. I mean,
I mean,
Well,
he's got a suit.
yeah.
He's
Hawkeye's
got a
got
fucking super suit. He's got something
arrows.
super.
Right.
That's
Hawkeye's got
true.
super arrows, but he ain't gonna do shit to Thanos.
That's true. Super.
But you
arrow.
love him.
And
Like,
Black Widow's just a spy, but she's awesome too.
But I think they did well in Infinity War and the other movies, in making them like almost building them up as like more than just you have the Hawkeye scene about his family and stuff that's out
Right.
in the middle of nowhere, and they build him more as a character that you can love and you can do, knowing that he doesn't have superpowers.
Right.
So I got to give him mad credit on that
Yeah.
for sure.
I remember that like Joss Whedon, when he was doing Age of Ultron, they were like, I guess Disney wanted some stuff cut from it, and they were kind of like, like the scene with the family, and like Joss Whedon was like, no, that's the one thing I'll fight for to stay in the movie. So
Good job, Joss.
yeah, because that's pretty crucial, maybe to what's happening now. You know what I mean? Like we think. What about this one, Lee? Do you know this one?
No.
The reason
Maybe.
the reason Hawkeye turned into Ronin is because his family was dusted in the snap.
Oh, that's on
What
the
do you mean
list,
turned
dude.
into
I'm
Ronin?
writing that one down.
Like in that trailer you just watched,
Yeah.
he has the Ronin costume on.
Why did I not see that? Like Ronin.
Yeah, that
The
the figure I showed
Kree.
you the other day.
Oh, I'm thinking.
No,
of the
Ronin, the
Kree.
black ninja outfit with the swords.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a
You're
sword
thinking-
in one of the trailers.
Okay, you were
I was
thinking.
thinking Ronin.
Right, you were
I was like,
thinking
what the fuck
Space
do you mean he
Ronin.
turns into a Kree
No.
war? Like what?
No, so he like turns into Ronin, this ninja dude.
Okay.
And he's like a vigilante, and supposedly he was retired, but at
Because
the
he loses his family.
Right.
He turns into Ronin.
right.
Yeah.
So he loses his family, turns to Ronin, and then,
That would make sense of the haircut.
right. And he has a big ass sleeve too in one of the trailers. So
Yeah, he's just fucking get laid
just like-
every day.
my family's dead. I'm listening to metal. Screw it.
It's like 5 finger death punch or something.
I'm gonna get a sword and some tats.
Yeah. I don't use this.
Sweetheart.
Metal dudes only use swords because ninjas. Anyways,
We digress.
Yeah.
What else we got? What else
Oh,
we got?
you think Korg is gonna come back, or did he die when
I mean,
Thanos rolled up? And
apparently
killed all the-
they say the rumor is that Korg and Valkyrie are alive. So, I think
She has a name, right?
Well, everybody
She
just
is a
calls her.
Valkyrie,
Yeah, everybody
but-
calls her
Oh
Valkyrie.
no, they just
in the
called her.
movies.
They just called her. What was she called in Ragnarok?
Oh, the bounty hunter or
Scrapper
something like
467
that.
or
right.
something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
They never actually called her by her name, huh?
Yeah.
I think in the comic,
By a name.
she's yes, she is a Valkyrie in the comic, but they have a name for her.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
can't remember what it is.
Okay.
Maybe her name's like Stephanie though, and it's not that tough, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like just call me
Yeah.
Valkyrie.
It's like Lacey or
Lisa.
something. Yeah, Lisa. Lisa.
Yeah. What's your
I
name?
am Lisa.
My name's
But it's like Lisa Stormborn.
But I think that
Karen Giant's Bane.
I hope we see Korg. Korg was
Hey,
awesome.
Dude, he was
hey,
great.
we're not Game of
Just
Thrones
made of
in it
rocks.
Piss off, ghost.
I didn't know that was the director either.
Yeah.
Until later.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, he's funny.
here. Waititi or something is his name.
He directed. I just found out he directed that bear. Wait, no, it's called Eagle versus Shark. Remember that
it's the
weird-
one with
Jermaine.
Yeah, Jermaine.
Yeah,
Mine.
I like that movie. It was good.
yeah. That was like
Yeah.
one of his old school movies he directed.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
It's crazy that some of these directors like got leveled up and did like awesome jobs with like their huge budget movies opposed to their, like
Because he did like what we did in the Shadows, right? And then
Right.
jumped up to Ragnarok.
yeah.
Now he's got the series. Have y'all watched any of that new series yet?
Is it
no,
out now?
I heard
Is
it
it
was
out?
good though.
It's got to be good. It looks
Yeah.
so damn good.
I'm probably gonna check it out. All right. Well, and when
We've been going for around 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
I mean, you guys want to call it?
Sure.
All
We
right.
got one more.
Ran
We
through
have
a
one
lot,
more.
some theories.
One more theory.
Any like a good one and a ridiculous one?
Let's see here. Ooh, Hulk Thanos rematch.
Well, it's got to.
I love that fight so much.
It's got to.
Whenever he gets his ass kicked.
You gotta
Yes.
have. You gotta have a comeback fight.
Because you're like, yes.
Because Infinity War, he does the first one, and then he won't come back out.
Right.
You know
Right.
he's gonna come back out.
Oh
Got
man,
to. Oh yeah.
that's gonna be great.
Hulk
Okay,
Thanos,
I'm gonna
put
write that one down.
there, yep.
All right. Well, tomorrow is when the movie comes out. I'm seeing
We're
it
gonna
tomorrow
watch
night.
it. Well, I'm gonna watch it Friday.
Right.
So
I'm going tomorrow and Friday.
Tight.
Yeah.
I'm going tomorrow and Tuesday. Tuesday, $5 a day.
nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, I might try to see if there's extra tickets on Tuesday.
Well, our boss bought us ticket for Friday after we'd already got tickets.
yeah, we're
so-
actually the shop is shutting down.
Yeah, we're closing this
Lunch,
place
and
down.
we're
to
going
go
at
see
one.
it.
Awesome.
As, he bought
Yeah,
like
you
I
have
think
10
he bought
tickets.
like 10 tickets. He
Yeah.
bought he was like I just bought 10.
Yeah, he's like, we're
I don't
closing
know
the
who's
shop
going.
down at like 11 and going to see it at 1
No,
o'clock.
we were at our event today. We were doing an install today, and we were talking to Gretchen.
Yeah, one of our customers.
Yeah, we were just like, he just goes, "We cannot be here past
Yeah.
9 on Friday." He's like, "We can be there in the morning, but we cannot
Yeah.
be here." She
We got
was-
stuff to do Friday.
He was, like, he, was
afternoon.
like, he was like, "We have very important things." She's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Yes."
That's amazing.
Did not tell her.
Yeah,
It's
no.
like, no. So funny.
All right. Well,
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
cool.
solid. That's pretty solid.
well, we could, if you want, we could like call it for the episode, but then let it roll, and then maybe we could like just put little shit in here and there or something.
Sure, just fuck around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. We got like another solid 30 minutes or so before I absolutely need to go back to the house and go to sleep.
Okay. So yeah.
8 o'clock.
Thanos monologues. Who put that? That's stupid.
8 o'clock.
It's like, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's gonna talk in the movie.
Yeah. Thanos has lines.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Thanos is purple.
Though, like, okay, so I know that you don't follow.
Tony Stark is in it.
So they said everything that we see in the trailer is gonna be like the first 15 minutes of the film,
Tight.
right?
It's a lot of shit.
Right. Okay. So that implies that like everything that we've seen is gonna happen really quick. Well,
It's going to be a solid time frame. From
So
now
did you
on.
see that they released a scene?
That's the scene with Ant-Man. Sorry to interrupt real quick. That's the scene with Ant-Man because there's got to be like a time skip from Infinity War to Endgame.
Yeah,
So
there's
that's what
definitely
it
a
is.
time
Okay.
skip.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, a couple years, right, or something like
Okay.
that.
Because there's a scene where Black Widow's hair is blonde, just like in Infinity
Mhm.
War, and then all of a sudden there's one where she has long red hair, and the ends of it are blonde.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
so it
Yeah,
implies it's
that
like
makes
some
more sense.
maybe a year later or something less.
Gotcha.
Something like that.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry. Go on.
But anyways, so the scene that they released online is supposed to be one of the first scenes or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like them all standing around talking about like, yo, we've just seen this like energy signature come from this planet. It's the same one that happened when he did the snap.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, so we have his location, and then they're all like, well, let's go get him. Like Captain Marvel is like, you didn't have me before, let's go kick his ass.
Right.
And they're all like, what? And then Cap is like, just like that, we're just gonna go and get the stones and make it all go away. And they're like, yep, just like that. And then he's like, let's go get that son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's like, and then it shows him in a ship flying, and then it shows Thanos like waiting for them. And then
Alright.
so it's like that's all we've ever seen of Thanos
Yeah.
in these trailers. Like,
Yeah.
what if
Yeah, that's the first time.
what if he like fucking dies? Like, what if they murder Thanos in the first 10 minutes of the movie?
They're trying to figure out how to bring everybody back.
Yeah, and they
or
can't.
Whatever.
They don't have a way to bring everyone back for some reason. Like something, or like Thanos wishes the fucking
Stones
away, or something.
Could you do that?
I'm sure the powers of the stones could separate them all and spread them across the universe
Yeah, but
again.
would the power of the stone stop itself?
I don't know. It's interesting.
That is interesting. I was curious because in the comic book series, the Eternals come to fight him, like time,
Oh yeah.
space.
And they're like, you're fucking us all up. They're fucking
Yeah,
up
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole existence.
Yeah, yeah. So I wonder if they try to. I mean, I feel like that's pretty hard to introduce. Oh,
Right.
this is time.
Right.
He's here to fight.
Eternity, right?
what?
Isn't that one of the main ones?
I thought they were called Eternals.
Right. Okay.
And
Yeah.
then,
Well, there is a character called Eternity, though. I think.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't. It's been a while since I read that, and
I thought it was just time. Actually, there's a copy of it right in here, the whole book.
I don't want to get up.
So, I mean, it's literally right there in the next room.
I don't want to get up.
Dude.
I'm trapped by the stand, dude.
Hey, go get that book.
Dude, why don't you grab that book, dude? Star-Lord
I-
has to deal with mother-in-law this time. I don't
Yeah,
even know what that
That's
means.
like a really bad theory. You found
Is
that
it
on the internet.
Gamora's mom? It says Star-Lord has to deal with mother-in-law this time. I don't even know what
That's
that means.
stupid because Gamora is the only one left of her kind. They showed it in Guardians of the Galaxy whenever they're scanning her. I just saw it on fucking Reddit today. They're scanning her whenever they go to jail.
Yeah.
And it says last of her species.
Right,
Because-
but I
because
think that
Thanos
they.
never went back and looked and to see what happened on her planet, and that the planet just died.
Oh, so after Thanos invaded her
And
planet,
then split up
killed half the
population,
people.
killed
then
half
they
of them.
died anyways.
Yeah, he never went back. Well, that's it. That's assumption because, it's showing that his theory doesn't work about the whole thing because
right.
it's last of her species. And
Right.
Excuse me. All right, I got the book. Fuckers. Oh, that's a lot of words.
We don't need it, really.
Wait, you're reading?
It's all of them.
Is Infinity Gauntlet part of that?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Because Infinity Gauntlet was like more like what Infinity War in the movie was like. That's
Oh.
that's when the snap happens in Infinity Gauntlet, the comic. Infinity War happens
Table
later.
of contents?
Maybe my entire knowledge of all of this is bullshit.
Probably.
I mean, it's all bullshit, Lee.
Warlock? He's not part of this?
Adam
That's it.
Warlock.
Yeah.
Is he not part of what?
In the movie type of representation.
Well, they teased him at the end of Guardians 2,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe. So in the comic, he comes and he puts together the Infinity Watch, which is like a crew of people that would make sure the stones are all safe.
Mm-hmm.
So he could possibly show up.
Maybe I read Infinity Gauntlet, and I'd never actually read Infinity War. I think that makes more sense.
Probably. Infinity
Yeah, that's
Gauntlet
what it
is like the
Because I
classic.
just saw Galactus, and I do not remember Galactus being in Infinity Gauntlet. Not at all. I'm going to have to read this. Oh, my God. I'm excited.
Soon?
So do you think everyone's coming back?
Yeah, I think they got to come. I think the snap is definitely going to be reversed.
I saw a
It's
thing.
definitely.
I saw a thing the other day. I can't remember what YouTuber it was, but he was like, "What?" He was like, "What if?" And this would be an awesome thing, but I don't think they would ever go that far because of money.
Yeah.
But he was like, "What if Spider-Man: Far From Home is a totally fake movie?" And he's like, they're making you, assume that things are right, but what if nothing gets fixed? And then it was like, well, that's an interesting theory, but they're gonna want to make money off Spider-Man. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Well, what do you think? What timeline do you think that Far From Home is in? Like when?
well, it's supposed to. The thing that was said by them is as soon as Endgame ends, we pick up with Spider-Man in the next movie.
Mm.
So,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? It's like,
Kind of hurts my brain. I don't know.
and then they said that like this is the end of the story arc, but it's not the beginning of the next phase when Spider-Man hits. Spider-Man is the end of phase 3.
Oh, so they're like super skipping ahead.
So it's like, here's Endgame is the end of the arc, and then Spider-Man: Far From Home is the end of phase 3. Then we start fresh. So it's like,
It's like a
so who knows when it's
finale after the finale. kind of
right?
thing.
Or I mean, it could.
That'd be cool. I mean,
Yeah.
And I actually never thought about the
denouement.
timeline above. I don't know what that means, but it sounds
It's like
really
the last ending after the climax. It's like a story after, like
Huh.
wrapping up all the
It's like the end
details
credit
and
scenes.
stuff like that. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
What if Iron Man breaks up with Pepper and dates Aunt May?
I mean, that's pretty interesting theory.
Aunt May is kind of hotter.
He's like
Man, she's
he's
such
always
a babe.
like hinting at
always been.
hitting at her or whatever.
Oh yeah. He
Well,
is.
but I mean, he's a flip.
He's
He's a flip. Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably,
Man, I'm gonna be so stoked tomorrow.
I can't talk to you. Or you.
It's gonna be so
I'm
awesome.
gonna live tweet it.
Did you see any of the?
Twitter? No.
Did you see
I
any of
don't
the
know.
first tweets about it? There's like no negative tweets about it that are
I haven't.
happening.
I've been like cutting myself off.
Do you want me to fill you with some hype right now?
No. I don't want to have too much. See, that's why I don't usually watch anything because I don't want to.
Okay,
have
I'm gonna
too
tell
much
you
hype
one.
or too
Listen
little.
though.
Like if
I'm gonna tell you one. So there was one guy who on Twitter literally said, "You know that feeling that you are like how hyped you are about what you expect in Endgame? You get more."
really,
That's like,
because that's what I got from Infinity War.
yeah,
Yeah, same.
right,
I
Yeah.
was not expecting it to be that good.
right. It was insane.
It's like I know they're gonna do the snap, but like I didn't like.
I didn't expect him to do it
Yeah.
the first movie
Well,
Right.
In the comic though,
in
it
the-
happens like
immediately.
page
Immediately.
3 or something.
True, yeah.
He's just like, "Yo, bitch, I love
Yeah.
death. You want to see something cool?"
See, okay, then Infinity Gauntlet is what I've read. And
Yeah.
Infinity War. I have
That's
not.
infinite. Yeah,
All right. Okay, cool.
that's like Infinity. That book you have right there, the Infinity War, is like when they started being like, "We should do another Infinity Saga,"
Mhm.
and then that started a trend of Marvel being like, every so often we have to fuck with the Infinity Stones,
Right.
and then it kind of made it like, we're doing this again.
When are they gonna put Galactus in a proper, not in like in fucking Silver Surfer one, like a proper Galactus?
Well, you know all about Fox. Disney owns Fox now.
Oh no, yeah.
Right.
Maybe that's what it is.
So-
that's where I keep going.
So so Kevin Feige said that they have a 5-year plan after Endgame,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not changing it because of X-Men and Fantastic Four. They were like, we're gonna continue to take our time, and come after the next 5-year plan, then we'll start adding in.
Fair enough.
You know,
It
which
sucks,
is,
though.
I know it sucks, but you know it's gonna be
They're
better
gonna be
for the
fucking good.
scenario.
They're gonna like actually
The
take their
reason
time.
It's like the reason
Well,
that
because
they
all that
are
shit
on
came
top.
out and it sucks so bad. So many of it.
Yeah, they
suck.
have to.
They'll let it die down. Let the hype die
That's like,
down.
Right.
And
fuck,
like,
we gotta do this
X-Men's coming
right.
out again. I haven't
Yeah.
seen that in a long time.
Right.
Yeah, because it's all bullshit before.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reason
Days of
that
Future
they're
Past
like
is the only
the
good one.
biggest movie
Yeah.
company in the industry now is because they took their
Logan.
sweet
Took the time. Yeah.
the whole. They're just like,
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna take 12 years to put out.
Well, and they listen
Yeah.
to their
Endgame.
fans.
right.
Actually
Yeah,
listen to
right.
their fans.
It seems like all those guys are fans. They seems like they're all nerds.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's what they should have there.
Hopefully they'll keep Brian Singer on though.
This guy.
Just kidding.
This guy.
He sucks. He did make Days of Future
Which
Past.
one did he
though.
do? What did he do before?
He
He's,
did.
like, done pretty much most
he did
of 'em.
X-Men 1. He did
1,
X-Men
2.
2. He did
He's
X-Men
3,
Days
right?
of Future Past. He did X-Men Apocalypse.
Days
Days
of
of
Future
Future
Past
Past
is the only good
is
one.
the only good
Yeah.
Well, and,
I mean,
Logan.
1 and
Logan,
2 were
Logan.
good for their time.
Right, yeah, because it
But-
was like 2001 when that came out. I was like, oh, this is pretty tight.
To me, it was like this: 1 and 2 were good for their time. If they would have let it die, I would have let it go.
True.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
True, but they
And
just
then
kept
3
and
came
then
Yeah.
out, and you're
Origins.
like, what
and
is
then-
this trash?
Yeah.
Oh, 3. I just blocked it out of my mind.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just rewatch it for a good laugh, you know?
We talked about watching.
It's
that the
like
other day,
watching
just-
WWF or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But
yeah.
it makes you sick instead.
Fake.
Right.
Fake.
Oh, yeah,
fake.
yeah. Surreal.
Sucks.
Did he
fake.
just say I'm the juggernaut, bitch?
Fuck you. He wasn't even huge. He wasn't even like a big.
I know. He was
Oh,
just
I love Juggernaut so much.
disgusts me. That movie
What?
disgusts me.
What?
But he was sick in Deadpool too, though.
Yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah, it was
dope.
pretty sick.
That was dope. Ripped him in half.
I'm gonna tear you in half now.
Yeah. Don't you say no legs.
Don't you say no. Don't you say legs.
Yeah,
Don't you say legs.
Still stinks.
All right, all right, guys. I
let's
think
call
we're
it.
gonna call it. If you know what, if you liked our video today, give us some likes, give us some comments. Hey, leave some comments on what you think some theories are. Don't give any spoilers though if you've seen it though. I see it.
Yeah.